Yeah. All right, Ben.
All right, Millie, I hear you.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
that would be great.
So I became a medical doctor over there, and soon after that, became a businessman distributing automobiles. My wife and I did pretty well. We moved from Jamaica to Florida. We ran into some challenges when we did that because of the real estate mortgage crisis of 2008. And then we were able to climb out of the valley because of network marketing. I believe in the model a lot because it's truly an amazing business model, network marketing. I started out my career here with Xtream as an affiliate, and as an affiliate, you market the company. So I'm one of the lead individuals, many leaders here. I'm one of the leaders here that helped to market the academy. I started with a little over $100 at the time. You could enroll with either $168 or $249 to become an affiliate. As an affiliate, basic or pro, you could start earning commissions, as a number of us have done, like myself, Bridget, Mark. A number of us have earned anywhere from $500 a month. And I've seen this compensation plan, not in Xtream, but I've seen this compensation plan pay out $100,000 a month in a previous company. So we do know that these numbers that are here, if you look to the right of the screen, whether it's 500 a month, 1,000, 2,000, 5, 10, 20, you could pick your number and we can work together to help you to achieve that by building an organization within our community on this platform, all right? So what do we offer to the world? Currently, we have two main areas that we offer. Financial education that helps someone to learn how to trade the financial markets. And secondly, we have health and wellness products. So we market both of those and you get paid as an affiliate if you choose to take advantage of that side. I'll come back to that towards the end and tell you a little bit more about it. All right, so let's talk about our main product. Our main product is education. You will learn how to trade the world's financial market. Currently, every day, whether we are aware or unaware, every day there is about 7 trillion. Somebody type trillion in the chat for me, please, because my accent may cause you to not realize, that I'm speaking about trillion. My Jamaican accent. My friend from Ali from Ethiopia, sometimes he doesn't understand my accent. So I just want to make sure somebody type it in the chat for me, trillion, so people know and understand I'm talking about lots of money. All right. Okay. So learn about the $7 trillion market, and we're going to show you how to extract cash from that market and put it into your personal bank account. All right, Nadex, binary options, education, and the Xtreamfx safe to trade product. I'll talk about that some more as we go. All right, so young entrepreneurs, if you are currently a student and you're attending a school, you have an ID for that. You can pay $89 a month if you're under the age of 24. Then the Forex student, if you want, you could pay $99 a month. This gives you access to trade ideas by way of a Telegram chat. You'll also have access to the video library, the recorded videos of any trainings that our master traders do, along with other trainings. It's bundled into your system here if you choose to get that. Then the Forex and binary adds, Nadex binary adds also our cryptocurrency education. There's a lot of money that can be earned in our cryptocurrency classes with Mr. Terrell Bilbo. He has a master's degree from the University of Nicaea in Greece, one of the few people in the world with a master's degree in blockchain technology. He gives us some great ideas on how to make money cryptocurrency in the sessions, right? Many people have profited from that. And then we have the safety trade product, which is $599 for a 1-year license. If you choose to get this, you'll realize that this is a joke with what the value that is allowing you to have, right? And then you could pay $75 a month for what are called signals, which is ridiculously low for what this technology will give you. And I'm going to seek to demonstrate that here now. So we're going to dive in, headlong. And if you are already a trader, let me find out first. Anyone on here who has never traded before? I want to find somebody who has never traded before. You've never traded before. Hey, Beryl. Welcome, Beryl. It's time for you to make some money from trading. I'm telling you, my sister. All right, you're going to make some money this year. All right. Anyone else out there who has never traded? I want somebody to unmute and be my co-pilot on this presentation who has never traded. Or if there's someone who has, and also I want someone who has traded before, right? Someone who has never traded and someone who has. All right. I'm waiting for somebody to unmute themselves. Okay, someone who has traded and someone who has never traded. Someone who has traded and you're new. I want two people who are new to this call. Let me go and pick some names on here. All right, so Greater Light. Beautiful name you've given on the Zoom, Greater Light. I love it. Could you unmute Greater Light? Could you unmute? Do you mind? Are you somewhere quiet enough to unmute yourself so that you could be on here with us? Hi, Greater Light.
Greater Light, that's me.
Hey, Robert.
How you doing?
My buddy. All right, so you have traded before. You're new. You do mind staying unmuted, Robert?
Yes.
All right, great. All right, so Robert will be unmuted as someone who has traded before, but then I'm looking for someone who has never traded before. We have Principesa. Principesa, how are you? Am I saying your name right? And I say Happiness. Hi, Happiness. Have either of you traded before? Happiness or Principesa? Hi, Happiness, how are you?
Yeah, good evening from Nigeria.
Hey, where in Nigeria are you located?
I'm in Lagos.
Ah, nice. We're in Lagos.
Yes, sir.
Say that again?
Yeah, I'm in Lagos.
Okay, where in Lagos are you located?
Wow. I'm in mainland, Lagos mainland.
Okay, cool. I know Ikeja, I know Ekbeda, I know Mushin. Well,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm at Ikeja.
Ikeja. All right, cool. Magodo. All right. Okay. All right. Fine.
No.
All right. So welcome to the.
Oh, it seems.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've traded before, but basically my trading were on cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency. Okay, so you've never traded the Forex market before, all right?
I'm trying, but I've not been perfect.
All right, so you haven't been able to make any money trading Forex. All right, that's great. All right, wonderful. So do you mind staying unmuted?
So I've concluded that Forex doesn't give money.
You've concluded that Forex does not give money. All
yes,
right.
I've concluded that Forex doesn't give money. Forex only takes people money.
All right, and that's a conclusion that many people have come to, and many people have had a very challenging experience trying to make money trading Forex. So you're not alone in that conclusion. In fact, if you go online and you read, let's go to Google. I've just brought up Google here. Can you see what this message here says in blue? Do you see it? Can you read it out loud for everybody?
Okay, let me check. Okay, why 90% of traders lost money?
All right, great. So read this part in blue. Read this part in blue.
Okay. Based on several brokers' studies, as many as 90% of traders are estimated to lose money in the market. This can be an even higher failure rate if you look at day traders, forex traders, or options traders.
All right. So the reality is that about 98, 99% of people who trade are doing it with a lack of education and understanding of how to trade the markets properly. Another challenge that we run into is that a lot of people try to use this particular website along with some training from those who have been able to become successful trading to make money from trading. Do you know which website this is? Happiness.
Sir.
Yeah, do you know which website this is? This one on the screen.
No. All right. I don't know.
Robert, do you know which website this is?
Where?
On the screen.
Your areas?
No, yeah, on the screen. What website is it? Well, this is the name down here, TradingView. Okay.
Oh, TradingView.
So, right.
Okay.
So a lot of us are told to come to classes and come and learn how to put in these lines, right? Called support resistance, and then to identify points where the market's going to break out of this particular zone, and then hopefully we can take a trade and make money. All right. That's generally what we're trained to do, to come and mark up maybe one or two Some people do them on the weekends, and they invest a lot of time, hours studying, learning about Fibonacci, learning about, you know, retracement, learning about order blocks, learning a lot of stuff about this chart, only to figure out whether the market is going to go up or go down so you could make money. So Happiness, in all you're trying to figure out how to trade, what do you really want to know? When the market is right here, what do you really want to know in order to make a trade and make money? What are you trying to find out?
Okay, I'm going to use I don't know, like I said, I'm not actually a forex trader, but I'm trying to use the knowledge of cryptocurrency. What I should be looking at before this market. For instance, the chart that is here, the Fibonacci chart that is here, I think is trading 45% rule. 45.
All right, so you're way ahead of me now. All right, so Fibonacci, I don't even understand the top of Fibonacci nor the bottom. Okay, so I don't. Yeah, so when I see it, I get a headache. In fact,
of course, that's
Robert,
where I keep having issue because
Yeah, I hear
I
you.
try to
Happiness. Here's this from Robert, right? So Robert, how do you feel when you see all these lines and all these symbols over here and these? How do you feel when you see this? Do you feel like you have hope to trade and make money, or do you feel overwhelmed? You know, man, would I ever get there?
Can you ask that question again? I'm sorry.
How do you feel when you look at this chart? How do you feel about trading when you look at this chart?
When I first look at it, I feel intimidated.
You feel intimidated, right? Okay, happiness. You're hearing Robert. Robert is in the US. He's saying when he sees this, he feels intimidated. Now, Robert, you're not alone. Okay, I got a headache the first time I saw this, and I thought I'd never be able to do it. And up to today, I just didn't get to a point where I could use TradingView and make money consistently. Yeah, every now and then, but not consistently. Now, here's something that has helped not just myself, but many people earn money consistently. I'll share with you happiness, and I want to give you a sense of hope here, right? Now, she won't be able to speak because her house is full of family members and they're making a lot of noise over there. She says she has about 10 family members with her right now, right? Okay, about 10 family members with her over there in the UK. Her name is Esther, and she could put something in the chat if she can. But Esther, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I think it is, about 5 weeks ago, Esther purchased this technology on your screen. Okay, it's called the safety trade technology. What it does, it converts this chart here, this difficult to read chart. It converts it to this that you're seeing on the screen and gives us a simple, easy way to find a point to enter the trade to make a buy or a sell. That's what this does. It just simply gives us 4 rules. The developer gave 4 rules. And let me give you the backdrop to this. The gentleman that developed this, his name is Mr. Grego. And Mr. Grego, he lost money for 5.5 years. You heard that happiness? How long did he lose money for? Did you hear me? 5.5 years. He was trying to trade Forex and he lost money for 5.5 years in a row, $26,500 to be precise. But he didn't give up. He kept at it, and finally he figured out how to trade. And then he developed this technology really for his sister. It wasn't for the public. His sister suffers from epilepsy, so he wanted to give her a way to trade and make money because she could not hold on a job. Then that's where this technology came into the picture. He gave 4 simple rules to identify whether you should go in for a buy or a sell. Now, Robert, based on your experience trading, what is it that you really want to find out? What is it that you really would like to know in the market, right? What is it that you'd really like to know in the market? What is it that you want to find out? Say on the left-hand side of the screen, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up. What are you trying to do, Robert? What are you trying to find out?
Well, first, I'm trying to find out, well, whether or not the trade is a buy or a sell. Number one, and and I also want to find out, like, you know, where is that trade at every minute that you're watching it or looking at it? Where is it at, and what is it going to do? You know, is it going to give me a profit, or is it going to give me a loss? It's going to what it's going to do. I would like to know also the consistency where I am in the trade, and that's been one of my mistakes is not knowing where the trade is at every particular time. Like, is it on its way to, if I get in as a buyer, I mean as a buy, then I want to know uh, when danger is going to come. You know, like when is it going to turn into a sale or something like that, and start to going down on me rather than continue to go up and give me a profit. So,
All right, all right. Great. Well said, Robert. So you basically you're trying to find out, when should I enter the trade? Should I enter the market? Because when you look at these four candles, can you see these four green candles here? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Can you see that, Robert?
yeah, is that always the entry point right there where you're looking?
Well, here's the thing, right? When you see these four candles on the screen, are you
Yeah.
tempted to go for a buy or a sell when you see these four candles going up like that? Which trade are you tempted to do? A buy or a sell?
When I see it going up, you say?
Yeah, so first it was coming
Okay,
down.
if it's going up, that's would be a buy.
All right, so we're tempted to put in a buy because we see the candles looks like they're going up, right?
Uh-huh.
But if you put in a buy and then all of a sudden it turns around on you and it goes down, what would have happened?
Oh wow. Well, you shouldn't have got into that trade.
Well, how would you know?
Well, you.
So that's the difficulty. Happiness. Are you seeing that uncertainty that Robert expressed? Are you seeing the challenge that we've all been having in the market? When is it going to turn around? When is it going to go up? Are you with me, Happiness? Are you still with me on the line?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
All right. So would you like to know, Robert and Happiness, with certainty where the market is going so that you could put in a trade and know it's going in that direction? Would you like to know that for sure?
Yes, I would.
All right, great. So let's see if you could use this system. All right, this green line that runs through the screen on the left, this green line that runs through here, this is called a safety trade line. It's called a trade line. It's a moving average. Just call it, I call it the wavy line. Okay, just simple terms. Then these green and red things up here are called candlesticks and wicks for the very new people who have never heard about trading before. All right. So Robert and Happiness, can you agree with me that the candles are above the green line at this point? Do you agree with me that it's above? It started above and it came below.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So that's the first thing that we're going to need in terms of our four rules. Either it's starting up below or starting above. In this case, it started above. And then as we move forward, we're waiting to see this red down arrow. Robert, Happiness, can you see this red down arrow on the screen?
Yeah, I do. I see it.
Good. Do you see it, Happiness?
Do I see
Yeah.
what?
A red down
Yes,
arrow.
yes.
Happiness. Do you see the circle with
Yes,
this red
yes.
arrow in it?
Yeah,
Pointing
Yes.
down?
do.
Great.
Yeah, I do.
So when that comes on the screen, that's the second sign that there's a possible sell coming up, because red means sell, green means buy. Okay? All right. The third thing we need, Robert, and Happiness, is that these five, they're called indicators. 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5 levels. All of them need to be the same color as the down arrow. Robert, Happiness, are all of these 5 at the end of the screen right here, are they all the same color at the end? Yes or no?
Yeah.
At the end. This one, this one, this one, this one. Are they the same color?
Well, there's
Yes, they are the same
one.
colored.
What do you
there's
agree,
red.
Robert?
There's red right there. The one on the top is red.
So there are 2 red and 3 greens, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
So they're not the same color, right? Happiness?
Yeah, right.
Because this one is green, this one is green, this one is green, this one is red, this one is red.
Right.
Are you understanding what I was asking now, Happiness? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you count it from the bottom, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. Okay, so each candle that passes by, we're waiting for everything to turn to the same color. Is everything the same color now, Happiness, Robert? Is everything down here the same color now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are they all the same color now?
Yes.
So that's the third thing we're looking for. So for those who are new, that's what we're looking for. 1, the candles were above this moving average. 2, the red arrow popped up. 3, all of these 5 became the same color. Are you with me now, Happiness?
Yeah.
All right, great. And then we're going to wait, Robert and Happiness, for the fourth one from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're waiting for that to turn green. We're waiting for it to turn green. Is it green now? Do you see that the fourth one has become green?
Right, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Great, great, great. When this happens for the first time, Happiness and Robert, we're going to right-click in this box, click trading, click new order, and then we're going to put in what's called a pending order. A pending order, and we're going to go for what's called a sell stop. Have you ever used a sell stop before, Happiness? Robert, have you ever used it before?
No, I haven't.
Yes.
No, that's fine.
Yes, I have.
You have. All right. So Happiness, you understand that if we put in a entry price where this green line is, can you see this green horizontal line that I just put on the screen?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It means that the green candle is above it. So if it continues to go up, it does not activate a trade. But if it turns around and comes down, it will activate a trade. And then as a beginner, Happiness and Robert, you're going to go for 1 to 3 pips, which between these two lines, the top line is going to represent your entry, the bottom line is going to represent your profit line, and then you're going to end up putting a stop loss where the reversal is up here. Okay, but you'll do that in training. We'll train you on how to do that. Hey, Bridget, if you could help me keep people muted. Mark, I also made you a co-host. You could help me with the line, right? So that people could be muted and it's clean and nice on here. All right, so Happiness. Let's see what happened.
Sure.
First red candle came up, the price started coming down, right? What happened with this trade, Happiness? What happened? Did we win this trade or what?
I think there is a resistance at the green candle here.
No, well, that blue line is not, we didn't put that there. That's just what we call another moving average. But don't worry about that blue line, right? But when the candles went up, did they come back down and go through my 2 lines? Right here. Robert, do you see where the candles came down and went through the 2 lines?
Just a second. Let me take it.
Or what about Happiness?
That's
right?
my phone.
Happiness. Okay, go ahead, Robert. Do you think? So Happiness, do you see where the candle came down, touched the top line, and went through the bottom one? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Right. So would that be a winning trade?
Yeah, for sell is a winning trade.
For a sell, yes. So because remember we did a what? Sell stop, not a buy stop. So when the market was pushing up like this, giving Robert the impression he should do a buy, the market turned around. So here's how we know it's a sell. How we know it's a sell is that we have red, 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 green, red. That's the sell pattern, along with the red arrow and the price above the line. Let's go again to see if we see the same thing again. And let's see if every time we see this pattern, let's see what happens, right? The market was going up, 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 up. You could see that green going up, up, up. The green came on again, right? Did it reverse and come back down? You could see a small reversal coming back down here. And then this red turned to green. Whenever this fifth one, it's called the BOKK, B-O-K-K. Whenever that changes from red to green or green to red, it means the trade is no longer, we should no longer look for that trade for beginners. Advanced people, there's a way to do it, but beginners should leave that alone. All right. So that was that trade that changed. Now everything turned green. Can you see everything turned green? Everything turned green. So we're waiting now for the fourth one from the bottom to turn red. Let's see if we get where the fourth one turned red. All right. This market reversed and changed out. All right. So this was all red and then it's turned green. But let me just expand this screen and let's give us, wow, Nice, nice. What's going on? There's some buying going on tonight. All right, let's come back over here. All right, I'm getting all excited. All right, so here is everything in green. You could see everything is green. It's coming down, and then you see a little speck of red here. Then this gives you a chance to put in what's called a bind. You see the market went back up. All right, went back up from here, and then another red key, and the market came back down. All right, and you could come. You see it went back up, So every time you see this pattern, it's giving you a chance to put in a trade. Here's another example of it, okay? Another example of it. It was all green. The green arrow was on the screen. The price was below this moving average line. Let me slow down my accent. All right, so the price was below this moving average line and it came up here, right? You can see that, right? Happiness, green, 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 green. Can we see that? Can you see that, Happiness?
Yeah, my system went off. I'm trying to fix it out.
Okay. All right, Robert, are you there? Okay. All right. So
yeah, I can see green, 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 green. Yeah.
And do you see red at the end? Do you see red at the end? Do you see green, 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 red, then green at the end? Can you see that? Okay. Maybe
Yes,
Happiness is having. Yes. All right. Great. So above this red line, we're going to put in what's called a buy stop. Now, a buy stop is the reverse of a sell. So now we're going in the opposite direction to come up and activate and get a buy instead of a sell. Let's see if the market turned around and gave us a win. What type of trade? What did we win that trade, Happiness? Did we win that trade? Did it turn around and come back up and go through our lines? Did it do that? Yes, right? And then if we come back to here, where we had another opportunity as well, we could see the same thing happening again. Robert, you could see the same thing happening here again. Okay, right here, where this is green, 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 red, green. You see where it came down and it went back up. The system predicts this over and over and over again. All right, here's another example of it again. Okay, right here where it is a little dot, a very small dot of red, but it's there nonetheless. Green, 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 a little dot of red, and then green. And you could see here the market came down below the line. And then right after that, it made that pattern of green, 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 red. You could see that it shot right back up for a buy. So if that happens, then over here, here's an example of a sell. Okay, everything was red, the little dot of green, it was pushing up. You could see where it came back down for the win. Here's another example of it again. Red, 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 and then this turned green. You could see that it was pushing up like that, and then boom, you could see that it sold off right after. So it's very easy to identify a trade that's a sell or a buy based on using these colors. This pattern, this right here where we see the red, 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 green, red, that's a sell. If we see, go down here, where we see green, 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 this one is a little small, you won't see that one as clearly. Green, 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 red, green, that's a buy. And we can do this on any asset. There are over 200 different symbols that the system will give you that. Now, here's another thing. Slow down, Harry, you speak too fast sometimes. Okay, so some people will know this website. Is there anybody here that knows this website? Is there anyone here who knows which website this is? Come off mute and tell me which website is this on the screen.
Forex Factory.
All right. Hey, that's Bob, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
What is it?
It's called Forex Factory. Forex Factory.
Oh,
now, what is it that, Bob, what is it that people come to Forex Factory to find out?
For the red folders or the news folders.
All right. How are you doing with news folders? Is that something that you know, it's a challenge?
Yeah, we try not to, well, most of the traders are advised not to trade at least half an hour before the red folders are due to open or after they open as well. But then there's a lot of money to make if you trade during that folders opening as well, if you are experienced and if you know how to trade.
All right. So here's the thing. I have won trades just before the news folder.
Yes.
The minute before. And I'm going to show everybody right here, right? So could you see the times on here? What time is this? 3:15 a.m.?
Yep.
Euro, right? So Euro red folder at 315, Euro red folder at 330, okay? And then there's also a Great British Pound red folder. Anybody here trades GBP pairs? Great British Pound at 4:30 a.m. Okay, big news, red folder. When we say a red folder, what does that mean, Bob? Does it mean the market is going to move at that time?
Yes, they will have a significant moves, well, majority of the times.
Right. So there's high value in being able to predict if the market is going to move at that time. So let's see what happened this morning. Let's see what happened this morning. All right. GBP, let's go GBP USD. And I'm going to show it to you on a bunch of different GBP pairs. And I'm just going to show one, right? So let's look for the time this morning. Look for the time. I'm putting this on the 1 minute time frame. All right. So we're going to look for the time this morning of the news. That was before this session here. So that would have been early in the morning, right? Early in the morning, guys. Right. For me, it was very early, right? 4:30, but for you guys, it's like about 9:30 in the morning or so, right? So right here is where the first sell-off took place on GBP. You could see that everything here is green, 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 green. So it changed the pattern from a buy. All right, so if you tried to enter a buy stop here, it would not have put you in the trade. You would not have been able to get into this trade because it sold off, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. With the news, if you check the time here, that time is literally 3:15. It doesn't say that at the bottom, but when you're at minus 8 hours from this, it will be 3:15, right? In the morning. Okay, you can go back and check it on your charts if you want to. On GBP USD. I'm on GBP USD right now. Okay. And then 4:30 was when the GBP news was going to be announced. If you check this candle here, that shot down, this is the GBP candle at 4:30 a.m. If you look at the bottom there, for anybody who has eyes that sharp, you'll see the time there, minus 8 from that. That's was 7 from that, not 8. 7 from 8 from me because I'm on Central Time. But minus 7 from 11:29, that's 4:29 a.m. Right? This candle right here, 4:30 a.m. When the news was announced, this shot down. Ladies and gentlemen, I was able to put it in a sell stop. Why was I able to do that, Bob? Because this says red, 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 green, red. Robert, happiness. What type of trade should I go for if it's red, 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 green, red? What type of trade should I go for?
Buy.
It's happiness. If it's a red, if I have 5 red and 1 green, what type of trade is that? A sell or a buy?
It's a buy.
If I have 5 red, 5 things saying red, and 1 thing saying green, what type of trade should I go for?
Sell.
Buy. I mean a sell.
Sell. Thank you. Right? Because it's more red. You see, remember the red down arrow. The red down arrow means what? We should look for a sell, right?
Sell. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I have a question. Sorry, I have a question. At what time do you have a confirmation?
It's live. So it's coming up live. I'm going to show you some live trades here shortly. Right? Live on the computer. So this is happening real time. Okay? So you have the technology on your screen and the candles are changing 1 minute at a time. So Bob, are you with me, Bob?
I am.
All right, great. So look what happened next, Bob. Let's look what happened next. What happened next, Bob? Did I win that trade or what?
Of course you won it because it's shot down.
And that's on GBP USD. All right, let's go look again for another GBP pair, right? Because there are a bunch of them, right? Let's check GBP AUD to see what happened at that time.
It'll be the same pattern on all
GBP
the
JPY.
What is this that happened just before that news candle? What colors is this? What is this here? Red? Is that red, Bob? Red? Is this green?
Yes.
And this is red? What type of trade would I go for on this asset? A sell or a sell? So I put in another sell here. Did I win that sell, Bob?
Yeah.
All right, let's go for a different GBP pair. Let's go for GBP CAD.
Yeah, but
right?
you will win on all of those.
JPY.
You will win on all GBP pairs.
All right, what is this saying? What is this saying? What color is this, Bob? Red, green, red, right? What type of trade would that be?
Sell.
Sell. What type of trade could I put in here and win? Let's go for GBP Chef. What about
So you-
GBP Chef? Let's see.
So
Let's,
you
let's
must
see.
have made a lot of money this morning.
You are the one that been taking my money all this while.
Happiness, calm down, calm down, calm down. Oh my God, oh God.
No,
All right.
no.
Bob,
I
are you
can see.
excited? Bob, are you excited about news folders now? Red,
What?
red, red, green, red. Look what happened, right?
Yes.
GBP JPY, GBP JPY. This is a couple minutes before the news that the pattern showed this to us. So they tried to buy up the market, giving traders the impression that it was going to buy up. A lot of people would have put in buys, and those people who put in buys, what would have happened to them? That have lost their money.
Yeah.
Okay, but now the safety trade
And
system.
that's why I said after the meeting you sent me my money.
The happiness, I hear you. The safety trade system is what saved me. All right. Let's calm down. All right. If you go to the time for the euro pairs, the same thing on the euro pairs. I don't care what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care which one of these news calling on. Tomorrow, let me give you a heads up. All right. And for those who have the system, you could go check it. Tomorrow, Thursday at 8:30 a.m. is a red folder. All right. That's 2:30 p.m. In London. Okay, in Africa, in Nigeria, and in Kenya, it's 4:30 p.m. Red folder. Don't do demo. Don't do live in the beginning. Do demo. Tomorrow morning, whatever you're going to trade, look for these patterns on the various time frames. Sometimes it could be on a 1 minute, it could be on a 5 minute, right? It could be on the 15 minute, it could be on the 30 minute, it could be on the 1 hour, right? It could be, those are generally the time frames. So whichever one of these, if you see two time frames, one showing a buy, one showing a sell, I would leave that alone because that needs some mastery for you to do that. But if you see the 1 minute, if you go to the 1 minute and you see this pattern, just understand that it's going to give you a win. You have to now just quickly close out your pips, okay? Now that move on the GBP pair that I showed us, right, on the GBP pair, that was 40-something pips. 40-something pips on one move, ladies and gentlemen. So you no longer have to be worried about the news, and the news is coming, and how am I going to make money with the news? You don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, don't trade before the news. Don't after the news. Wait, somebody's making a lot of noise. Happiness, you're moving around over there, right? So, all right, you're getting too excited. All right, so that's the news. I wanted to, because I've done it a couple of times. I made 86 pips back.
Wow. You can. I mean, I used to make on gold like that, to be honest.
So and I did it on NAS with CPI news, 8:30 a.m. CPI news.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The system just showed the pattern, just like I explained it before session here. Right? That happened, and then Friday, guys. I'm going to show you Friday again. I'm going to show you coming on Friday. What's coming up on Friday? Let's go back to the news folder here. Go to Friday. Man, guys, Friday's going to be a busy day. But no, if you have the safety trade system, you don't have to be worried. Okay? See Friday?
Yeah, next Friday you'll have NFP, don't you? Non-farming
payroll. That's right. But look here on this Friday, 4 a.m. There's the Euro news, red folder. Right? And then you come down again, 10 a.m. in the United States, there's a red folder. 10:05, there's Mr. Powell speaking. And then at 3 p.m. and all day, there's another red folder. So Friday's going to be a very busy day, right? Very busy day. But for traders who do not have the safety trade system, it's going to be a bloodbath if you do not have the system. Because the system tells you what's going on ahead of time. Right? So you know exactly where to place your buy stops and your sell stops. And if they go in the opposite direction, no big deal. Right? If the market moves opposite to what the indicators are telling us. Right? So those are the 1 minute and the 5 minute. So Bob, I know you can't sleep after I show that to you. You're gonna go crazy. In a good way, right? All right. So all right. So let's get now to So guys, who is excited about that? Robert, Happiness, are you excited about looking for these red folders now?
Oh
Bob, are
man,
you
yeah, I've never seen anything as easy as this to learn. Man, you're right about those the chart that, oh man, that thing's crazy compared to this. Oh, these colors, man. I mean, oh man, that tells the story about this product.
Robert, we call it boom shakalaka.
Wait, all right, Robert, hold on. Let me
Man, I can't wait to learn. I can't wait to learn this. I can't wait to learn.
let me further blow your mind. Okay, Happiness, are you back? All right, Happiness. The forex market has your money. You're going to go and get it, girl.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm happy, but
Great, man. This is
having
great.
seen what has happened to me today, I'm not actually happy because I blew my account today.
It's all right. We're gonna get it back. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've blown so many accounts, Happiness. I've blown so many accounts that
So
I can't even
so
count.
I'm just like you are the one that took my money.
All right, UK oil. UK oil. Here's UK oil. UK oil. This red arrow pointing down, right? This is a
Oh,
1 minute.
God.
This is a 1 minute trade. All right, guys, come on. We have to do this fast. Right? So Robert, and Bhavna and
You are going
and
to take this
Happiness.
lesson. You are going to take this lesson again.
Yes, we do this every day at the same time, right? On Sundays at 5 o'clock. All right. All right. So let's look at UK oil. Was it UK oil? So here's what's called a scanner. The scanner sends us messages on multiple time frames: 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, monthly, and weekly and monthly. So down here is the chart that tells you what these arrows mean. If you see a red thing flashing like that, it means that's a brand new trade, right? So right now we have two brand new trades. There's a BTC USD 1 minute buy and an EOS USD 1 minute buy, okay? And there's a UK oil 1 minute sell. The red down arrow means sell, the green up arrow means buy. And then the message comes up at the top. In fact, let me unmute my laptop. So it will tell you safety trade alert. So I'm going to look at BTC USD. We're going to put up, the way we do it is that you put a 5 minute chart on the left and a 1 minute chart on the right. So we did news. We already conquered the news. All right. So you guys are going to clean up the news now. I gave you powerful information today, and not just giving you the information and using the safety trade system.
Well, you got two different charts.
Wait a second. This is SPX, right? The SPX is buying like there's nobody. What is going on? I mean, I missed out on that. Oh, Bridget! Bridget over there. Bridget over there cleaning up on the SPX.
You know I'm all over it, my brother. I'm glad you're presenting today.
Oh, what the fuck? Anyway, okay. It's all right, no problem. I said I was closing shop earlier on, so let me just control myself. Robert, look at this, Robert.
Yeah.
Happiness. Check this out, right? What does this pattern at the end here say? What does this pattern at the end here say? Right? It says green, 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 red. So there's 4 greens and 1 red. So what type of trade should we be looking for right there? A buy.
Nice.
All right. So we wait for this. If it turns around and comes back up, it's going to put us in a winning trade on the 1 minute time frame. Okay. So I'm going to sort of leave this chart on the right, because if it turns around and activates this, then we would have won that trade, right? If it keeps going down, it's not an active trade unless it turns around. And that's one of the things that makes it a safe trade. All right. And then on the 5 minute chart, for those who have the system already, the ideal place for us to have this is when this, on the 5 minute chart, when it's a little closer to this line, that's the perfect safety trade. So if this is green, 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 red, green, and then this here is close to this line, that's perfect. Okay, because right now it's a little kind of deep, but you can see what's starting to happen. Robert, can you see Happiness? Can you see what's starting to happen? Can you see the green starting to come back up?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, so let's leave that there to see if that pushes up, activates, and win the trade. I'm going to leave that right there. And then we could go back to our scanner and see what else the scanner is calling out. That's another crypto trade. And then it'll call out USD JPY, 1 minute buy stop as well. All right. I'm going to put 2 minutes on here. But man, I mean, I know already I've given you tons of value because the system calls out the trade before the red folder. So now we're using the red folder to our advantage, Bob, rather than staying away from the market during the most profit opportune moments. Because when we need the market to be moving to make profit. When it's moving very slowly, it's difficult to make a profit. So when the news announces, that's the perfect time if you have the right data. If you do not have the right data, then it becomes a problem for you because you could be on the wrong side of it. But with the safety trade, guys, you're gonna be in the right place at the right time. It gives you the right trade to do. It tells you where you should be placing. Not tells you, but you're gonna through practice, Robert. And Robert, I was telling you how easy this is, right? I wasn't trying to make
it
right.
Yeah,
So this is a blessing we have here to have this type of data available to us. All right, and this is kind of moving slow. And the reason it's slow is because we're close to the close of market. When we get close to the close of market, that's what happens. But Bridget, you're gonna take me out to lunch because I missed out on this SPX. I missed out on this SPX. To cry. Look at this buy. Look at this buy. Look at this buy. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put that cheese on peas.
And you know what? And I had that buy stop set from this morning at
and look at this
about 10 o'clock.
Look at this. This is the daily buy that's kicked in. All right. Because some of you have been here, you know that on the day chart, see, it's been here, daily buy, green, 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 red, green. So the daily buy has kicked in. Okay, so we can expect some buying to happen over on the indices. So right now, anybody who has a system, you should be starting to look for your buys on all time frames. So all 1 minute, 5 minute. Just look for buys. This thing's gonna buy like there's nobody's business because it's been selling off like crazy.
Dr. Harry, let me put in a little real life situation because some people think that you have to be on the chart all day long and do I have to be glued to my computer all day? I set that buy stop since about 10, maybe 10:30 this morning. And I was washing the dishes while listening to you on the call, came in here, and when you said, look at this SPX, I said, oh yeah, SPX. And I went on my chart and it was like in I just it just activated all on its own. It was just in profit all on its own. I'm like, yes, thank you, safety trade.
All right, guys, no hype. Don't hype this thing, right? Don't hype this. This is an amazing space that we're in. Right, if we jump up to the higher time frames, you'll see the move more clearly. All right, but that they created a repricing gap there. But no, we don't have to be worried about what the banks are doing. We just trade with them. We're just rolling with them. That's all we're doing. We're rolling with them. We're not trading against them anymore. We're trading along with them. And how are we able to do that? This system gives us the moves that they're making ahead of time. Or they use the news to make their moves, and we're moving with them. We're not trading against them anymore. All right, for those who are part of Xtreamfx World Academy and also who have purchased this technology. So happiness, the solution has come to help you to get back your money from the market. Your money is never lost. None of us lose money in the forex market. The money is in the market. We need to know what we need to do to remove the money from the market that it took from us. The money that you have, if you have tried trading and the money is in the market, it's not lost. It's just in the market. And it's for you to come and learn what to do. And I recommend getting the safety trade system, come to Xtream, get the education, understand the fundamentals of this. And man, oh man, I missed out on a one heaven of a move on this, because I was on SPX all day, last night until today, and I knew there was a buy looming. But man, it took it in the last few minutes before market close is when this thing moved in the last hour, right? When most of us are not even looking at the charts. Maybe you just made money when you're doing this, right? So I want us to understand the power of what we have. And Robert, what's happening over here on the BTC USD? What's happening? Can you see if the market was, this time of the day it's a little slow, but all of us can check this back later, right? You could check the entry points and the numbers on here, but it will differ from, this is 26,000 something. Is that right? 20. Okay, man, this BTC sold off a lot. If it's that cheap, it's going to buy up for sure, right? There's going to be a lot of buying going on BTC USD. The price is that low, all right? All right, so guys, I gave you the news today, all right? I showed you, I gave you the scanner, man, the scanner, Robert, you're gonna swim in money, man. Look at this, NZD CAD, 1 minute buy stop, right? Cryptocurrency, happiness, okay? All right, stocks, Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, all of them are being called out by the system. So that's why I said the $75 a month to have this to send you the message on when to take a trade is a giveaway. This is a literal giveaway, okay? And you could be trading forex pairs if that's what you want to do, or you could be trading cryptocurrency, or you could be trading stocks. It's all up to you. You could choose what you want to do. And then you have the system to tell you to look at it and to come into agreement. Like this was one earlier. You see it? It shot up, shot back down. So happiness, if you were trying to trade here, that would have been difficult for you. It shot up, shot down without the system. Okay? But here we know after it comes down like this, we know it's going to buy up. And it did. And you would have been able to put in an entry just above here and collect some pips safely because we know it was going to buy back up based on our system. And we know it's going to buy back up here again based on our system. So you can have a system that you could rely on. And then here's the thing, everyone. If this changes from green to red, right here changes green to red, this is no longer a valid trade. You just simply delete it and just go and look for another trade or wait for the scanner to send us another trade, right? So those of us who have the system, note, I told you already, go ahead. If you do not have Forex Factory, just go ahead. You don't need to register. It's free. Okay, go online, check it out, write down the times when news folders are coming, convert it to your time. And just before the news, a few minutes before the news, you come and you look for those, right? You go and you look for the pairs that, because they're giving us the information. Here it says Euro red folder. So you know that anything with the Euro in it is a good time for you to go and look for a trade, okay, under various time frames. Tomorrow morning, this is August, that's Friday, but tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m., all right, unemployment claims. That's a red folder. That's going to cause a move again on anything indices and any US dollar pair, okay? So you know ahead of time that you can go and look on the news and look for multiple opportunities. And for those of us who have large enough accounts, you'll be able to set trades on these different assets, right? If you have an account that's large enough for you to do proper money management, don't over leverage, okay? Don't put too many trades in a small account, be responsible. And then the last thing I touch on is, okay, so this broke. But Robert, you see where this broke? Happiness, you see where this broke? So you would no longer wait on this trade. We just delete it. It didn't activate. It didn't give us a win on that particular USD trade. All right. We'll just leave that alone, move on, look for another one. Okay. We saw some other ones called out by the system like USD JPY. We didn't bring that up on the screen. Let me just go to it. Man, the system is such a blessing.
Okay, I have a question. How do you get the scanner? How do you get the scanner that you use?
All right, so here everything comes together. All right, so the first month, when you purchase it, it comes with the scanner. So you pay $599 to get the system, and it comes with the scanner for the first month for free. And then after, if you want to keep the scanner, you pay $75 per month. So $599 gives you this on your laptop. So you have your own, man, I'm just, look at this now. Oh man, Bridget. So beautiful what has happened here. All right, anyway, we have tonight, we have tomorrow. And then guys, understand that we're gonna have news tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. All you have to do is to be tracking your different time. So tomorrow, if you're trading indices, you look on the 1 minute, you look on the 5 minute, and you're looking for the pattern. You see this pattern here, this pattern. You're looking for this pattern. See it on the 5 minute, sold down, came down on the 5 minute, And I was waiting on this. I was waiting on this thing. And I had to do this presentation for you all. All right. Not blaming anybody. It's just what it is, right? But I was waiting on this, and it came down here, and I was waiting for this to put in my buy stop. And I would have been in this, man. Look at this night. Ooh, ooh. All right, Harry. Okay. More is there. These are always happening. All right. They're always happening. Okay. Just remember that. All right. So, guys, it's that simple. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is happiness. All right.
Sir.
All right. The last thing I want to talk about is, what did I do? The last thing I want to talk about are the 1 hour, 4 hour trades. Right. These trades, you could, like what Bridget did. She did a day trade, right? No, day trades are these higher time frame trades. You set them and forget them, right? You don't sit down and look at them. You don't, these higher time frame trades. So she went for a day trade. So let's look at the daily chart. So if you look at the end of this chart, it had predicted green, 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 red, green. So once this came down below this line on the daily chart, this already told us that it's going to buy back. So all Bridget had to do is to put a trade line just above here and just wait. And which it did. And now she's up about 185 pips. Jeez.
Mm.
How you so scandalous, Dr. Benjamin?
My gosh. Boy. My gosh.
Can you take it?
Keep it on
Because
the
what
dance
happened is,
floor.
when you break down these daily candles and you break it down, you see the 4 hour, you see it's a lot more move. If you come down to the 1 hour, you see it's a long move. If you come down to the 30-minute, you start to see how long the move is. It's a big move that was caught,
Yeah.
right? And then you come down to the 15-minute, it's
Yeah.
a very big move. If you go down to the 5-minute, can you see that? How would you have predicted this without the system, right? Go down to the 1 minute. Can you see? You can't even see the entry anymore. You see? Look at where the move was caught. All of these 1 minute candles are included in that move. Okay? This is wonderful. The system is amazing. So all you have to do is to buy the system, go through the training. You're going to get trained on how to do it. And then all of this stuff will be, all of this is going on. Yeah, man, I'm just so grateful. All right, so let's drop down now let's just look at these 1 hours and then we're done. Okay, because we got some cells. We're looking at these cells on the 1 hour. Robert, Robert, you're going to make some money. All right, Robert, red, green, red. This is a cell. Okay, you put in your entry and you just give it an hour, 2 hours on the 1 hour trades, guys. You have to give them 3-4 hours sometimes. All right, okay. And then here's one. This one took about almost a day and a half. Right, this one, red, red, green, red. Okay, you can see these candles are 1 hour. Okay, here's another one, red, green, red. You could see that sold out. Right, now once it happens 2 times, the third and the fourth, it becomes a little bit difficult because the market will eventually go into reverse, right? And you can see that the market started reversing here. But if you put in a sell stop, no big deal, because if you put in a sell stop here, it's not going to activate because the market went in the opposite direction, okay? But it still came back down and gave you a sell there, gave you another entry there, and then it reversed now, and it's buying. It's buying, okay? So indices are buying now. So what you should be looking for you're going to have retracements on these lower time frames. So on the lower time frames, you're going to have pullbacks. So when this pulls back to this line on the 1 minute, this gives you an entry again to go back up. On the 5 minute, it's going to pull back and give you some interest to go back up, as it did here. You could see it did it here. This is the one that I was quarreling with Bridget about. right here. right here. Green, a little dot of red. This is an entry, guys. This is an entry for a buy all day long. Okay? Boom. Shakalaka. Right? And that's on the 1 minute, 5 minute time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, that's where you could those of us who are busy at work, you're washing the dishes, you don't have time to sit down and watching the computer, You put those trades in, you set them, and you forget them. All right. But those take long. Those take long. Those take long to develop, right? Those are not fast. That the 1 minute and the 5 minute trades. Okay. And then here's what's great. And then answer this for me, Bob. Bob, are you there? Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
All right. So let's say someone has $100, right? $100, all right, with a good broker. And a lot size of 0.01. A lot size of 0.01 on NAS, how much money per point do they earn? Does the person earn? How much money per point?
$1.
$1 per point. Thank you. So if somebody has $100 in their account and they have a system and they put in a sell here, the system gave this to them, green, 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 red, green. And they put in a sell stop here. Okay, just below here, and then they closed it, let's say from here to here, okay, and that's actually, let's say they close it here, that's 211 pips or points on that. How much would that person earn from this one move?
$211.
And how much did they use in their trading account to do this?
Depends on the spread.
The spread here, because the spread here, you know, the spread on NAS is always nice and tight, right? You know, you can see the spread is like a one point, 1 pip. All right, this is 0.09, 2.1. So it's like $1 and something spread on Hugo's way. So in other words, what I want to point out, Bob, is that with the system, without the system, this should have been almost impossible, right? Yeah. But with the system, we're able to, with a sense of certainty, put at risk a certain amount of money. I wouldn't recommend you do 1 hour trades with $100 account. Let me just say that up front. And maybe I shouldn't use that analogy, because $100, you're going to need to have a lot more money in your account for pullback, because the trade doesn't have to go in your direction. Okay. So it's usually not a great idea to do that. But I wanted to emphasize the point that the system can allow you to literally make 20% in a day, 30%, 50%, even 100% if you catch the right moves, okay, of your trading capital. But take time to practice first. Do not be in a hurry to go and make the money. Be in a hurry to learn and understand how to use this properly in a demo account, fake money account. And then you could be going for these moves up 200 pips and that type of thing, right? And you could start trading with $200. You do not need $2,000. You could trade currency pairs and even trade 0.05, you know, and make good money and build up yourself up, because the system gives you so much data. I just showed you news, okay? That alone is worth tons of money. What I showed you with the news folders today, all right? And man, I'm grateful. And Bob, I know you're gonna kill it.
Yeah. I have got few questions for you though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. First of all, how long does it take for the system to be installed once it's been paid for?
About a week, generally. Depends. Now, this past Monday, well, the installation is different. Installation, let me give you the steps, right? Let me give you the steps.
Yeah.
All right, and make sure you don't. So sometimes people miss a piece of the step. So after you pay for it on our website, whether you buy it as an affiliate combined with the system, you're going to get an email immediately.
Right.
In the email, you're going to receive a Google form. You'll fill out the form with some personal data. Like Robert did that. Was it yesterday, Robert? Or day before?
Day before.
Okay. And then you're going to be sent another email. Did you see another email come to you, Robert, to schedule a time?
Right.
Okay, so that's the second step. So you got another email to schedule a time. What's to be scheduled? To make sure that your live account is properly set up on your NT4.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once this is verified, you're then going to be sent your indicators, and first you're going to be sent an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. All right, disclosure agreement, NDA. You sign it, right, which generally takes a couple of hours. That doesn't take long. So now you may be into, depending on how fast that goes, 1, 2, 3 days have gone. And then once your non-disclosure agreement is sent back or signed, it's not sent back, you sign it online and it goes into the company. you're going to be sent your indicators. Now, when you get sent your indicators, depending on, some people are able to go ahead and just follow there's something called a type form, right? Oh, I think I have something on here, right? It looks like, not this, right? Where is it? I don't have it on here. But you're going to have something called a type form that you're going to fill out. Not fill out, sorry. You're going to follow the type form. The type form has step-by-step instructions on how to install the indicators. So those people who are willing to follow instructions, they can install the indicators themselves. So within 3 days, 4 days, somebody who who's willing to do that would have installed. If you want to wait now on Mr. Maddox to help you to install them, then once you've gotten your indicators, then you have to schedule an appointment for that. And then that's just based on his availability and stuff like that. And that could run you into maybe a total of a week or a week and a half. But if you are able to follow the type form yourself, put indicators yourself, you should be up and running in 3-4 days.
Right. Okay.
Safety trade alert. New
So it depends. That just depends. And so make sure that first things first, the first email has a Google form in it. Some people miss that email.
Right. Okay.
Right. And then that causes a delay, because until you have filled out that Google form, the process hasn't begun.
Right.
And then once that is filled out, the second is that you're going to get another email to schedule an appointment to verify that you have your MetaTrader 4 and a live account set up properly.
Okay.
All right. And then once that's done, you're going to be sent an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. That's the third thing that will happen. Once you sign it, then you're going to be sent your indicators.
Right.
And the steps to put your indicators in. And that doesn't take long. That's like a half an hour or so.
And like, for example, if I've got 2 devices and if I want to use both the devices, will the system be installed on both the devices, or can I install myself on both?
No, it only allows this. Once the indicators are on one, you won't be able to put it on another.
Right. Okay. Right. That's fine.
Dr. B, we had that question come up. Your indicators are actually connected directly to your live account. So the account number, if you look at the top right-hand corner of Dr. B's page right now, there's an account number there, and it is directly attached to the indicators. If you had a computer at your office, you could install the indicators on your office computer. It's going to be tied to your account. And if you had a computer at home, you can install the indicators on that computer as well, but it's going to be always connected to the one single live account. So you won't be able to install the indicators on any other account except your account, but it can go on more than one device.
Oh,
Thank you for that, Bridget.
I wanted to clarify, because I'm planning to use 2 devices, one to just to look at the indicators and one to use for putting on the trades.
Okay, well, that's fine. You're most welcome, Dr. B. I had that come up because someone had a computer that crashed and they bought a new one. And so the question came up. So we were able to get that answer directly from the developer. That's why you signed the NDA. The NDA is really how serious it is. It's a proprietary product. So you use it for yourself only, and it's for your personal use only. You cannot use it for any other purpose because you're an individual. And then it can go on any device. That's just basically it. Now, if let's say you submitted a demo account, for example, let's say when you fill out those forms that come to you, you put a demo account on there. You could do that, but guess what's going to happen? When you're ready to trade live, you're going to have to pay for the system again to get a new set of indicators to attach to your live account. So that's why we one of the processes you go through when you just start up is our liaison officer is going to contact you because you fill that form out, and she's going to make sure you have everything ready, which includes a live account, that you have the MetaTrader app. You're ready to go. And you go through the process Dr. B just mentioned, the NDA, the indicators and training, and then you go.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, BB.
No hay problema, señor. It's my pleasure.
All right. Any questions from anybody else? Anyone else with a question?
Do you have any facilities for funded accounts?
Not us, but there's those. If you talk to Esther, Esther can help you with that.
I know
I know
that.
there's a lot of prop accounts all over the place these days. So you could but
New safety
not
trailer alert.
we
New
don't have
safety
that set up.
trailer alert.
Let me just say that.
Yeah, I know about other companies, but I just thought if you have any as well.
Okay, no, we don't.
No
All
worries.
right, you're welcome. Dunstan, your hand is up, and then Albert.
Hi,
Yes,
Dr. Harry.
Yeah, hi
Hi.
Dunstan, how are you?
hi. Good, going well. So how do you use this system on a demo account?
Yeah, you can if you want to use the demo to set it up, that's fine. It's advisable though that you set it up with a live account, and then you could put the trades in a demo on your phone or on a laptop. All right, because you could have the data on here that says, like for example, right here where it says green, 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 red, green, and you're gonna put in a trade on your phone. You could put it on your phone, or you could put it in on your other device with your demo account, and still use this laptop to tell you what type of trade you should put in and when. Okay, here's another example of a buy. All right, green, 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 red, green. Here's a buy, right, running up like that. Nice buy. And just exciting times for the indices. Exciting. This is going to be a very exciting week. And next week, very exciting. All right, you're going to get buys like crazy. Let me stop because I'm just over happy.
Hi,
All right.
Dr. Harry.
So
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, how do I get the type form steps to install the indicators myself? Because I've been on a two session. I booked for.
Okay, you missed the type form. Bridget, I have it on my phone, but Bridget, do you have it?
I do have the type form. I think us who
I'm gonna put the link for it right now.
Safety trade alert.
I'm gonna put the link for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the link right now in the Zoom.
Dr. B, differ from that for just a second and probably give him
I'll send it directly to Albert. I won't send it to everybody.
Yes,
Okay.
put it directly to Albert, and also check with Tanny, because I think that to make the process sleeker, quicker, faster, they have cut out a couple steps to make it a little simpler. And I don't think the type form is one of them anymore. They've taken the important things off the type form and put it into the new process.
See there? So Robert, Albert, sorry. All right.
Yeah. The first thing is the Google. Once he does the Google form, it triggers everything. And if it is an appointment with Aaron, that email should have come from Tanny. There's a Word document, and on the Word document, when you open it, there's a connection to the Calendly. It's an appointment system, and you will get connected to our educator. You make an appointment on his calendar to get set up, and then you make an appointment with the developer. If you're having any challenge, Albert, just after the call, just give one of us a call.
Okay.
All right, Albert, yes. Send Bright a message to get my number. Send Bright a message and get my number.
No problem. Thank you very much.
We call them to set up the appointment?
No, you don't have to
call us?
No. There's a Calendly. There's a Calendly link, and the times are available on a booking appointment app, and you just simply put in the time you're available. The available time slots are there, and you just pick a time that suits you, and it takes about 10, 12, 15 minutes to get everything done for you, and you're all set.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was waiting on someone to call me.
No, check your email. Check that email that you got. That second email that you got.
Yeah, okay. I did, but okay.
All right, give us a call right after the call, and we can help you move forward.
Okay. I'll walk you through that if you get stuck with the email, something in it that you overlooked.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, wonderful. All right, great. Thank you, Albert. Thank you,
Thank
Robert.
you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? All right, I think we're good to go, guys. Hopefully you got some value from this information today. And,
I got some value from the charts.
you see?
Let me rub it in. I'm gonna rub it in, dog. I got